got they just ship kids around, and then let's say like the social worker, you know, they actually get incentives to move a kid from one house to another house, from one house to another house. And like matter of fact, the movie Antoine Fisher is a good example, because you know his parents died, you know, or his matter of fact, actually, yeah, his father died, and then his mother just said, "Fuck it," you know. So he went through the foster care system, and you know that's just showed. And matter of fact, that really shows you how much of a nigga woman can be a fucking. Next, that was the biggest bitch in the fucking world. But like foster care system like that, like they don't care. Like put it like that. When if his social worker came and then he told her, okay, everything that the parent was doing, they would just took him to another even worse foster care system. So they don't care about kids. They don't care about any like that. They don't have no mercy for kids.
Right. It's no mercy, because what it's about money. Because what they do, they have funds that they allocate, and being that they're allocating the funds through each other, it's all about, you know, wealth. It ain't about the welfare of the child. You know, they don't really care about the child, but because they own you. You still a child, or you a slave to them. Right.
When you 18, I'll see you, peace, kick rocks. You know, go join the military or something. You know, you served our purpose.
Right. Then you got issues in your head from that shit.
Hey, when I was in the foster care system for a brief period, the minimum requirements they got to give you is, I think, in the state of Michigan, was 1 pair of pants and like 2 shirts. At the minimum, they had to give you. They don't have to get. If they could serve you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner if they wanted to. They don't have to give you these pristine this and that and give you allowance and shit like that. Like, you literally ain't shit, and I've fucking been in that, and I literally fucking eat ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly sandwich every fucking day. They wouldn't cook no fucking nothing. So I personally see not only how they don't care about kids, but they don't care about, you know, even they own, because I've been there with eating my kids. They ain't give a shit about them either.
It ain't nothing but a high-paying babysitting job. That's it. You know, just to keep that child alive.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 41. It says, "Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity." You know, that's a form of captivity, because you trapped in that system as long as you in there. You know what I mean? Like if they don't pass you off to somebody that's close to the close relative in your family, then basically you're gonna be trapped in that system. You know, and because they signed you over at birth through signing that birth certificate, they got the right to actually come in and take you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You sign away your children.
You made a contract with them.
Yeah, ward of state.
Yeah, you made a contract with the state that this is actually your child.
I'm giving my baby to you.
But yeah,
you know,
but we pay for them as long as we can.
But it's in your that's why it's called parental custody or something like that. Am I right? Yeah, parental guardian. That's why, because you're just, even though it's your baby, you guarding their property, which is supposed to be your property, but you ignorantly signed it over through their system.
Yeah, because they followed the ideology of Hitler. You know, Hitler said, "He who controls the children, or he who owns the children, owns the future." So they showed you in that movie that we were just watching, The Fifth Wave. Basically, they were killing all of the adults, and they were using the children to basically fight their war. And that's basically what Esau wants to do now. He sent the children to a re-education center so he can re-educate them and use them for his purpose.
Like they showed that Baphomet thing that came out. They had the little Judite boy on the side, and then they had a little a girl on the side. They're showing that if you control these little kids, they control everything, man.
Exactly. Because
you get them when they're young, and you just build them up.
And then you know, this devil, as much as he say he don't believe in the Most High or the Bible, and he steals his wisdom from the scriptures. And because the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that they shall go, and they'll never depart from it.
Right, and that's when in that movie was I forgot what movie it was, but with Vlad Tepes, he was upset with them goddamn Khazars because his father had to give him up when he was young, and him and his brother were young. Whatever they did to him, it made him. He hated the shit out of him. So they was taking kids young and building them up in their army. Yeah. So it was just constantly Go in the nation, you're like, you owe me your child.
Yeah, the Turks.
The Turks, yeah, the Turks. And these are the same Turks that you see over there that's going against Syria over there now. They're the same Turks. You know, and they the same people as the people that you call Jews. The Turks and the Jews are the same people. Just one took on Muslim and one became so-called tried to be us. You know, and one took on Islam. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna ask you brothers a question. Do y'all watch it? Do y'all watch YouTube? Y'all see us on YouTube? Okay. Y'all got any questions? How long y'all been listening?
All the time.
All the time? Right, kind. We'll do that after.
You want me to go back?
Kind, you go ahead.
I'm gonna get what 16, 17.
16, 17.
2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Whoa. Sorry, from 16. I'll get 2nd Ezra 16 and 16. Like as an arrow which is shot out of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be set upon the earth shall not return again.
Right, the missiles is not going to be returned because the Most High is about to put a spirit on. He's going to put his spirit into those missiles. He said, but once, let's put it like this. Once you shoot an arrow, a regular arrow, that arrow will never come back. Never. It's going to go forward. It's going to go directly where you pointed at. It's going to go that way. When the Most High point the arrow, it's going to go directly where you pointed at. It's not going to turn. Read again.
16. Like as an arrow which is shot out of a mighty archer's returneth not backwards.
Yep.
Even so the plagues that shall be set upon the earth shall not return again.
Right.
Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days?
Right. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Now this is Ezra speaking, saying he's going to be here in those days when that happens. So he's going to see, he's seeing all this that's going down in a vision. He in a hologram, like you see me, it's like a hologram, and he's seeing this as he go along. So he's seeing this, and he's like damn, who gonna deliver me in those days? We already know who gonna deliver us in those days. But the problem is that the people out here don't believe who's gonna deliver us in those days. Because what? They took on this goddamn philosophy of this devil. Because it's gonna be hard times in America, bro, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be to the point you see that the plagues in Egypt return.
Worse than that.
Worse than that. You're gonna see apparitions. That's ghosts. Ghost images, man. You know, see, if you read in, people never show you when they show that the Ten Commandments. They never show you that part. The scriptures tell you that they heard animals, and it was dark. It was thick darkness over Egypt, to the point it gripped you. You could have touched it. Nobody. It shows in the 17th chapter, ain't it? Of wisdom, right?
Wisdom 7,
yeah.
Didn't it say there's giants supposed to come on the world too?
Who?
Giants.
No giants, bro. But we gonna have Leviathan. Leviathan to come up. Go ahead.
He's gonna grab it.
Con, go ahead and read what you got.
Okay. This is Baruch 2 and 2. To bring upon us great plagues, such never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses, that a man should eat the flesh of his own son and the flesh of his own daughter.
Wow. See, and it was a place called Masada, where they killed, made a mass suicide. They was eating leather belts and shit. You know what I mean? They ate all the grass that was up there.
Kids and shit.
Well, no, they didn't. They just made it. They ended it all.
Yeah,
they just ended it.
Yeah. If I might speed on it. In Masada, what happened is they got sieged. This is around like
after 70 AD.
70, like around 70,
You can
from
actually
70,
get that,
69 to like, or 70 AD around to like, I believe like 73 if I'm not mistaken. And pretty much what happened is that when they was chasing, when we fled, when you read in Luke 21, it's talking about when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, they were actually kind of like a resistance that they pretty much formed against the Roman Empire. And what happened is they were killing their own people because our people were in league with these demons, these devils, and pretty much what happened is that they was called the Sicarii. It started off with some of the sect of the Sicarii, and then they developed into some other different branches. But what happened is
Zealots.
Yeah, the Zealots, right. What happened is that they started killing people, and then they started turning against each other. You know what I'm saying? They started fighting amongst each other. And what happened is that they, like the scriptures say, a kingdom divided against itself is going to fall, pretty much. And basically, the Romans got the upper hand. They sieged them in Masada. They held up there for a while, and they had their kids and their families there. And they ran out of food eventually, and then the Romans built a ramp. You know what I'm saying? And just set out on the ass. And pretty much what happened is that once they got their ramp, they seen that they got up there, they started beating on the walls, and it was like, as soon as they got up on that cliff, they made a suicide pact. You know what I'm saying? All the men agreed to kill their own families and their own wives and sons. And then they agreed to one man to kill all of them. And then that man went on to kill himself, you know?
Hey, bro.
So, yeah, pretty much that's what happened there, you know, in Masada. You can look it up on YouTube, find some other videos, and, you know, get some further in-depth information on that. So, but that's what's going to happen again, you know, pretty much. You know, like the scriptures say that they're going to, you know, when the scriptures say they're going to say, blessed is she that is barren, because women that don't have no children, that's going to be a blessing in that day, you know. But pretty much, yeah.
Okay, we're going to go right what you just brought out. Yeah, we're going to bring it out. That was good. Beautiful, beautiful. Speaking on the bro. Because the ramp, because right now that ramp is still noticeable or visible at this point now. The ramp for Masada is still visible, man. The Romans waited that. See, Esau, he waited that shit out until he got their ass, man. But that was the spirit. That was the Most High doing that. The spirit of the Lord, how about Shimon Shah, who did everything that he did this. He did this for our damn reproach, man. Did you got that scripture?
No, that's the wrong one. I apologize, y'all.
I'm looking for like it's like
Yeah, Luke 21. Yeah, 21 and 20.
I'm already here. I already got it.
You got that? Yeah, read it.
Yeah, I had it right here.
I was looking for it. I'm like, where's this at?
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 20. It says,
hold on, before y'all get that, hey, y'all came out here to hear the prophets, man. All right? So, any extracurricular activity that goes on outside of this, man, y'all should be attentive over here, because there ain't nothing but Satan trying to cast y'all away while the seed is being sown in your heart.
You'll see a lot of that, so don't even phase. Don't let that phase y'all. Anybody say anything, you see how we block him out? You see he was asking for shit, we just say, hey, we ignoring him, let the brother talk. Just don't even make acknowledgement of these people, bro. You know.
There ain't nothing but Satan trying to stop you from hearing the word that's been spoken today.
No, there's two of them at the same time.
Right, same time. We had Shock G, and then we had y'all know who Shock G is. I'm sorry, man.
this is Luke chapter 21, verse 20. It says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
You see Jerusalem compassed with armies, you're gonna see Jerusalem compassed with armies again. You're gonna see neighborhoods and the Rex 84 come in fruition when you take out the Israelites, the blacks and Latinos. Go ahead,
It says, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
So when you see those troops in the cities surrounding the tanks, the martial law, that's when you know the desolation is nigh. It's near. Go ahead. You got a precept or something you trying to get?
Oh, no. Okay. It says, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Right. So if you in Judea, he said go to the mountains. Like, so don't go to the top of these goddamn buildings. Don't do that. Go ahead. He said that's to get away, but don't go to these mountains. Go ahead.
And it says, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too.
Yeah, don't come back into Jerusalem, because it's gonna be hell, and don't come back into the cities. That's where everything is gonna really be going down, even on the outskirts, because they're gonna have robots and all type of shit out here.
You gonna have people like, damn man, if I can just get to my yappa, you know what I'm saying, then I can, I feel a little bit more secure. I can get to that machete, or you know what I'm saying, that case of water or whatever. But the Lord said, turn and don't look back and flee to the mountains, because that's basically a test right there. Right there in itself is a test to see if you're gonna listen to what the advice that the scriptures gave you. You know what I'm saying? That's a test of your faith. Because the Lord said He's gonna be your refuge. You know what I'm saying? Your strong tower against any evils that come against you. So you don't have to worry about that. But that's gonna be that's how a lot of people gonna get caught. But it says, for these be the days of vengeance.
Right. Who's the day? Who vengeance is? The Most High. Is on who? It's people. That's what the day of vengeance. And it's gonna be the day of vengeance in these cities and towns against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you went back into the same way you're supposed to not go into. Continue, please.
It says that all things which are written may be fulfilled, but woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Right.
Go ahead.
You break it down, huh?
It says, for there shall be distress in the land, and wrath upon this people.
Okay, kind of says to those that give suck in those days. Now you're gonna have women that's pregnant. Man, you carrying the baby and trying to evade and elude, it's gonna be hard for you. So that's why I say woe. I mean, the word woe means destruction, or destruction, or just it's gonna be a bad time for you. Because woe does mean destruction. It's going to be destruction. So if you're trying to take your baby with you, that's a weight on you. That's why I say bless the womb that the barren, breast of barren, the womb that is barren. Okay. Because in that day, you ain't gonna want to be lugging no baby. Because some women, they ain't gonna want to leave their babies. Some women will leave their baby. They gonna. I'm out.
Like on the road.
Like Jordan, they go.
like football and shit. Like they throwing a pick, toss the baby to the side like they pitching the ball back.
Run past that way.
Like they get daddy.
The Walking Dead. There's a few episodes where they had I guess like the head character Rick. He had a baby, and basically the baby was crying, and there was zombies walking past. Right. So you got a little baby, you're hiding from Esau and shit, and they hear the baby cry, and they on your tail.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen.
Like the road, that bitch that walked out.
Yeah, she said,
left.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Remember,
y'all seen The Road before?
Yep.
Movie called The Road? I got this.
She just walked out. She was like,
simple movie too.
Yeah, simple movie.
It's a simple movie.
Post-apocalyptic.
Keep going on, yeah.
Post-apocalyptic, cannibalism. They got hit by nukes. You got to deal with cannibals. You got a famine of water, famine of food.
Fags.
Yeah, pedophiles. They was looking at the little boy.
Right.
My man was looking at like he was like you seen that on The Walking Dead. They was looking at. They was about to rape the boy. He wanted the boy. You had that pussy right here at the bench. I would have told that sister off, man. I'd have made it my bitch.
Yeah, his dad had to turn to a cannibal to save him. He had to bite him.
He had to bite him, man.
Yeah.
They wanted the little boy, man. They do wanted the boy bad, and that's Esau though. He's madman sparing none. He's gonna take his chances. You got some Edomites that like women. You got some Edomites that like dogs. Hey, look at that pit.
Pansexual.
pansexual.
You said pansexual. That's that motherfucking head fuck everything.
Yeah, right.
And what shows you that they're pansexuals, right? Who's that? Cleopatra. She was an Edomite, but she was ruling over Egypt. Basically, she was a freak. She had a box full of bees, and she used it as a vibrator.
They know they was fucking alligators in Egypt. The so-called white man does the same thing. He fuck everything. So-called white man is a devil, man. that the Bible speaks of.
But it's funny because all of these freaky ass nations that were ruling before, the Lord equated Esau to being like all of them. Because they're called Sodom, they're called Babylon, they're called Egypt.
Right, we're all rolled into one.
All rolled in one.
This is it, and they tell you with the obelisk that you see on the corners right there that they let you know that you're in Egypt right now. There's a little obelisk right here on the corner. Yeah, they showing you.
That's what my man's talking about.
Right there. Yeah, they showing you. They showing you how you live in a Petra. If you go to a neighborhood on a block and you look at every house, if you ever seen a picture of Petra, that's how the houses are made, the columns and everything. So your regular house looking like somewhere in Petra. Petra is a mountain region over there. And, nobody ever knows what this place is called, but it's Mount Seir. Yeah. And it's a place where Esau came from, and that's where Petra is at. It's a rocky region, but they done carved. It's still there. They done carved houses out of the rocks. So the houses, those pictures look just like a house that's in your neighborhood, regular neighborhood. So these are the houses just like, because it is their kingdom. This is their kingdom. They know what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. You know? Precept?
Yeah. Second. You got
No, you can get yours.
Okay, we have
okay. Second Ezra 15 and 4. Woe to the world. That's it. 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes, nor and the course of their action shall stand in their power. That's right. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
Okay, because there's gonna be a lot of skirmishes. Gonna have the militia fight against the police, or if the police not there, it's gonna be militia. It's gonna be Jake, because you know them KKKs are in that damn militia and shit. You know, it's just rolled over the KKK, whatever, all that. Then it says it's gonna be read that part again. Go ahead. Sedition among men.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their courts shall stand in their action. I mean, in Slovakia. And they're
not gonna sit here and the authorities and the governments. They're not gonna regard that shit no more. It's gonna be anarchy out here in the streets of America. It's gonna be straight up dog eat dog. You know, I don't care if you're in your house, man. But yeah, it's not gonna. I don't care if you're in your house. They're gonna break in and take what you got because they looking for what you. They looking for substance. They looking for pussy. They looking for ass. They looking for everything that they want, because now it's free. They're free to do what they want to do. Because you think only those troops are gonna be doing damage. It's gonna be just regular motherfucking gangs that's gonna be out here doing that shit too.
Hey, like in the Purge, you had a upstanding model citizen, you know, 9 to 5, you know, white collar job, come home and shit. It's that the Purge is about to engage and shit. They cut down. He go and open the door and shit. He got machetes in the back, the wheel sharpening the machete and shit. He got choppers and shit. Putting in you know, they had an ammo belt, put that bitch on. Go in the garage, open the door, he got a damn Marauder vehicle and shit. You know how they got the gates covering the windows, going out there to kill people and shit. But that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have the people that's next door to you, you think that's really nice, they say hi to you. You know, like, yeah, they bring you your dog on the runaway, all type of shit, you know, you let you borrow sugar and shit. They're gonna be the main people that's gonna be going out and killing people, you know? Invading one another, you know?
Have you ever heard the nicest guys, the nicest people are probably the people that do the most damage to you. In a person like a gangster. If you meet a mob boss, he would shake your hand. Hey, how you doing? If you know, if he cool. Motherfucker done did some tragic shit. Done put people in meat grinders. Done did some crazy shit. You know, you gotta watch. You know, a lot of people that's just super nice. That motherfucker ready to snap because he just trying to hold his temper. You know, a lot of times, but so that's what the brother's saying. There's people out here that do that, that's every day, that's living next door to you, that do little satanic shit that you don't even know about. Or their minds are warped. And they have to hold themselves. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 26 and 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Hey.
Like on the Watchmen, not Watchmen. It was something with aliens or shit. But the Watch, and next door, the dude was having an orgy and shit. They thought they kind of thought he was weird. They thought he was an alien. But next door, he was just some old weird Edomite having an orgy in his basement and shit, trying to invite him.
Right.
It's just weird, man.
That's some nasty shit.
On some fucking disgusting shit.
Right.
But
go ahead, read what you got.
Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for the great tribulation.
They said because of the lack of bread and the great tribulation. So it's going to be, what we're saying is going to be hell in the streets of America. It's going to be a abundance of gang. It's going to be abundance of gangs. It's going to be abundance of niggas. It's going to be a bunch of just abundance of what the Most High deemed as vengeance, and that's light vengeance compared to what he going to do with the end all be all, that missile. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 55 and 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
They trying to get you. what they came over here, that was the ones that was at peace with was the Native Americans. They came over here, they saw them, they gave them whatever they needed to survive and things in that nature. But what they do, war was in his goddamn heart all the time, because what he wanted his gold, he wanted his land. So you deal with this so-called white man, he got an agenda. He's not just helping you. There is an agenda behind this thing. But the agenda they have now is to get rid of you damn tribes, man. You forsaken tribes. So while he's being so beautiful with you in your sports arenas, oh yeah, he's great. But watch, all of a sudden, when it's time to turn their back, they turn their back on you, man.
Because they need you.
Because
they need you.
Because they need you. You make money for these people. Ooh. You put FRNs in their pocket, even though it's phony. You put gold in their pocket. You make sure they're rich. You make sure they can eat. You know, if you're making 20 million a year, that's one of them making at least 100 off of you, 100 million. Their merchandise or something. It's everybody's making something off of you. Little pots here and there. I'm making $1 million, $2 million. People are good with their twos and fews, but the so-called white man is a being that the Most High has to erase. He gotta erase your ass. It's time to erase this devil. And how he gonna do it? With his people Israel. He gonna put you in that position where you're gonna go through this war. You're gonna lose. You're gonna go through the kingdom of heaven as a damn slave with double rigor on you, which means hard work, hard bondage. You're gonna go through that, and then at the end, he's gonna put you out forever. You're never gonna see this place again. You're gonna be in another tribe. Like the elders say, they put your spirit in another tribe, but there'll never be another white man on this earth. Because he was made and created for what he was created for. He was created for being the wicked. So being created the wicked, the Most High is not going to have need for our people to follow after that wickedness anymore. So when he's going to take off that wickedness, he's going to take it off of us. and leave it, and let y'all see what y'all going through, because he's not gonna. He's still gonna be. Satan's still gonna be in the midst, in the kingdom, on those other nations, not us. You know, somebody got something?
Yeah, I got it. So going back to what Ariel was talking about, all the destruction. This is Amos chapter 5.